Oke, welcome back with me guys. I'm Gelyc dan kita main gamenya lagi ya. Wuthering Waves. Ini Wuthering ya harusnya bacanya tuh gimana sih? Gue nggak tahu lah. Ya game inilah teman-teman ya. Gue baru selesai makan ya. Ini gue record di hari yang sama. Oke. Kita bicara sama si Baizhi.
I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body.
Oh, yang tadi kita lawan mungkin.
The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. Your test results don't indicate any trauma, so your amnesia may not be linked to traumatic events. As for your ability to absorb echoes, I can't make a connection between that and your amnesia based on the current data. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body.
Oh maaf, gue tadi balas chat ya. To put it simply, there is anjir.
It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still.
Okay. Oh shit, bisa pakai terminal buat gitu, buat.
This is the Academy's simulated training ground.
Oh.
Don't worry. Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Okay. Oh, shit, ada terbangnya. Sabar.
I sense your weakness. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Speeding up. Different.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
Pakai Baizhi ini. Salah ya. Dia ada summon gitu anjir. Oh dia ini suka pakai magic berarti. Oke, cara pakai gitu.
Let me be your blade.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Strike. shadows. The hour is upon us.
Let me be your blade.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Keren.
Rover, can you hear me?
Nyatu.
Hello?
Anjir,
The
nyatu.
comm line is dead. Something's wrong.
Oh, itu suara rover.
Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit?
This is the exit. Nggak dikasih pulang.
I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Anjir, random banget, langsung ada musuh, kampret. Woi. Woi, tangan itu. Udah kayak pohon ya, tangannya.
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baizhi. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw?
Yes, I remember, bro. There is no way I don't.
Can you give us some more details? An enormous moon looming above you. Now, this reminds me of the unusual sightings that supposedly happened during a past war. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me.
Alah, konvin gue kira fitur apa, ternyata gacha. Capek.
I am Baizhi, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness where this encounter.
Okay. Maaf bro, she's so pretty. Ini dia bintang 4 ya. Kayaknya nggak bakal kita pakai terlalu lama kalau bintang 4.
Talk is cheap.
Oh, maksimal
Show
cuma
me the
3.
action.
Hah? Maksimal cuma 3 bro. Capek, enggak 4 ya. Store. Wih, ini bisa ngisi sampai 15%. Wah, oke, jadi si Baizhi ini lebih ke tukang buff ya. Kalau kita ganti karakter. Resonance energi apa ya? Gue lupa.
Here's your sundial.
Mr. Mortivy, can we have the test result?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a solid object. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there is a small paper scroll inside. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who is more knowledgeable in automata mechanics than I am. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to... However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. Well, that's a no-brainer indeed. We can certainly give it a try. If you're fine with the paper scroll being destroyed by its protective mechanism, that is. One moment. I have an incoming call. What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've put it that way...
Rover, Mr. Mortivy's expression seems to have softened, don't you think?
Oke, ini agak
An amiable person, isn't he? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortivy needs more time. Maybe we should give him some space to concentrate. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Gue lebih suka Baizhi. Ini yang terlalu friendly guys. It's not good. Yeah, it's good, you know, but it's not something that I personally like about trolls. I just like the one that are mean maybe. Tapi dia baik sama kita. Ya dengan orang yang nggak kenal, nggak sampai baik banget. Ya baik-baik, cuman nggak sama friendly. Something like that. If you guys know what I mean.
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed, you just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place.
Mr. Mortivy? Is that the person you were talking to earlier? Mr. Xiang Liao, I think?
Yes. It doesn't take me much effort to figure out this little sundial here. But I do admit talking with Jiang Li made it easier. He's the expert in automata mechanics I mentioned earlier. The only principal investigator we currently have. It's a minefield of clutter and chaos. A murky swamp within the Academy walls, as vile and perilous as some primeval forest before the lament. Any civilized human would find it impossible to stand.
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the parts now, Rover?
Bentar ya.
An unwavering faith will resonate with like-minded souls.
Ya lanjut ya. So we're going to Xiangli's place. Which one is it? Oh, ini.
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place
Iya,
looks
nggak parah-parah banget.
much better than Mr. Mortifi, though it is a bit hard to figure.
Nggak parah banget kok.
Rover,
Kakinya kena guys.
this should be it. Let's go back and Rover? Mr. Mortifi, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in.
Yo, Baizhi.
The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortifi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
Jadi berapa bang? Berapa?
You... hold on. Remember when I said, don't force it open? Crank that thing another 5 degrees, and not even Zhang Li Yao will be able to save it.
The earthly branches and 40 symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use. Now, what kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Exactly. Languages may evolve, names may change, but time remains constant.
It's an elegant system indeed.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
Gimana caranya lu nge-organize file pakai time? Gue nggak.
Conception.
Back. B. Nggak bisa.
I found it. It's low. Mao Cheng Si. Wu Wei. Rover, it's here.
San Se, gue gitu. Woi, apaan? Bentar. Redacted, coy.
If I remember correctly, Zhenzhou was established during a year of Wei, several cycles ago. The Zhenzhou City Hall and Huashu Academy, the Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Zhenzhou's founding. And the formidable tacit discord described here? I believe it is the Crownless.
Nah, atau dia udah tua cuy.
There are 2 photos here. Huh.
Jadi teman-teman, basically tadi kita ngeliat ya ada sugar yang pertama sugar vaksin. Jadi permennya itu digunakan sebagai vaksin buat salah satu penyakit yang biasanya kena di anak-anak, dan karena anak-anak vaksinnya itu dalam bentuk permen. Dan waktu ngebuat vaksinnya itu mereka ada kendala waktu deliverynya. Dari 7 tim cuma 1 tim yang lolos, dan 1 tim tersebut tadi bisa lolos karena ada 1 resonator, ya ada orang yang punya kekuatan ini ngebantu untuk nge-clear semua monsternya atau TD. Nah tadi ada 1 lagi apa ya, gue lupa. Oh iya, ini ceritanya ada 1 resonator yang namanya di redacted ya, jadi dihilangin namanya gini. Terus kalau gue baca-baca dia juga lupa, dia punya amnesia, lupa gitu kan. Nah habis itu kalau gue baca-baca dia mirip banget sama si Rover, tapi bisa aja gue salah ya, karena the first resonator itu udah lama.
About the sugar pearl. Life has never been easy after the battle against that epidemic in Zhengzhou was grueling. Once infected, children either died or suffered lifelong disabilities, resonators or not. With words are not enough to convey how desperate people must have felt. They resorted to self-experimentation with a newly developed vaccine, risking everything for a chance. If they failed, we owe our presence here to those who came before us. It's important to remember their sacrifices. If the sugar pearl points to the information and reports we have just read, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Is it related to your past? Or is it...
Kayaknya yang dimaksud sama Madam Magister ya tadi, atau apa Magistrate apa. Nah itu kayaknya kita yang ngebantu kayaknya.
Are you saying that the information contained in the sugar pearl doesn't directly point to your identity? Rover, about the sugar pearl. Zhengzhou was the most recent city established in Huanglong. The mountains of spirits running from north to south divide Huanglong in 2. The capital and the 5 cities are located in inner Huanglong, while Zhengzhou is in outer Huanglong. The Battle of Gorges of Spirits was the catalyst to found Zhengzhou. Tacit discords were born in the Norfolk Barrens, and their invasion route was originally traceable. However, the emergence of the Crownless changed it. The Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself. The hatred of the fallen warriors and the fear of the survivors are the ingredients for it. With the limited information available, some researchers have speculated its connection with the Threnodian. When it comes to the Threnodian, there is a lot to tell. For now, think of it this way. The Threnodian is the most powerful tacit discord. The Battle of the Threnodian that happened long ago was to fend it off. According to the reports, the Crownless is very similar to the formidable tacit discord we encountered. Our sentinel, Jue, manifested before us in that battle. Rover, about the sugar pearl. We have the symbol Wei now. This should go with the time part, but we can't yet solve the puzzle with this alone. Maybe we can figure out the cardinal direction part by looking into the tokens again. It might have something to do with how we got one of the clues. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment ceremony, but her policies have proven effective and greatly bent. Some believe that the remarkably far-sighted and profound decisions were actually devised by Counselor Chang Li due to the young age of the magistrate. Lady Changli is our magistrate's advisor and former teacher. She once held a high position in the Central Secretariat, but she requested a transfer to Zhengzhou. I've also heard rumors painting her as a cunning manipulator rather than a loyal servant.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key in solving the sundial's puzzle. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters, or maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their true meaning would not be able to use them for access. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
Boing boing kayaknya si Roper adalah apa namanya orang yang menyelamatkan sugar pearls-nya tadi waktu delivery, dan dia adalah si presenter-nya mungkin ya, nggak tau deh karena karakteristiknya mirip.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover? Feeling spry as ever?
Baizhi said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating the tokens, too.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Jiang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching for, though. Anyhow, I need to visit the person who reported the case tomorrow. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now. Huh? Are you not going to investigate? All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there or be square. Time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities.
Time to hit the hay. Jadi dia bukan bed and hay ya. Oh.
Then you'll feel right at home with the Midnight Rangers. Or more like the Midnight Danger.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hospitality. Boy, I wonder what it's like to live in the city hall. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow.
Ini si Lady apa tadi kan yang ketemu, dan kayaknya yang tadi baju-baju merah itu orang-orang yang jahat kayak ya, mungkin ya.
good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Baizhi's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Baizhi leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf, and so it only took us 1 trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna—
What's our next plan of action, Rover? Baizhi said the leaf bears the frequencies of tacit discords, so it must be from a tree near a tacit field. Then we must leave the city to pursue this lead. The access pass may be another hint. There are usually no checkpoints set up in the city besides at City Hall. A pass isn't required unless you have to leave the city borders.
Now, why didn't I think of that? Gotta hand it to you, Yang Yang. It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
Without a doubt.
Oke, dia ada ibu. Oh. Wih, bisa dapet Sanhua ya? Sanhua bintang berapa? Bintang berapa? Gue cek orang. Oh, ini trialnya. Dia yang maju.
We resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. Our echoes can use them too. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan.
Oke.
Yang Yang, did you hear that?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits.
Gila. Hop, gue lebih milih nesin dia, gue ngefans sama dia. Hai bro. Hai bro. Oke.
You there? Looking to put on some training? Good training keeps you sharp. The enemies won't go easy on you out there.
Oke, ayo.
Surrender your stuff.
Tempest!
I can't believe it.
Satu guys, ini komit. Set, keren nih game.
Swift and resolute. Strike through the shadows. Hopefully this helps.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Let the winds roar.
I can't believe it.
Oke. Gue kira bakal diajarin ini loh, fighting sistemnya, fighting mekanismenya. Tapi
You there?
kayak
Looking to put on some training? Good training.
ini apa ya? Ya sini, awal, ultimasi anjay. Ngapain ngerasain ini kalau gitu? Oh, oke, gua nggak butuh yang lain, gua butuh ini dulu. Bikin dulu. Kita satu-satu guys ya. Selesain dulu karakternya, baru kita weaponnya. Ya nggak?
Surrender your stuff. Save me, boss.
Commence healing.
Swift and resolute.
Precipitant!
Rejuvenating snow. An oversight.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Let the winds roar.
Swift and resolute.
Ha!
Speeding up.
Lagi-lagi kita cari item dulu ya.
No hesitation. Hopefully this helps. The end has come.
Let me be your blade. Tempest.
Cara bisa teleport.
Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness.
You believe this?
Gue masih kurang jago nih mainin fetching mechanism-nya dia nih.
Hopefully this helps.
Let me be your blade.
The hour is upon us.
Ya. Oke, gini aja guys. Gua pause aja ya. Oh, ini udah 48 menit ya. Ya udah, kita masuk ke episode selanjutnya ya. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Kita ketemu lagi di video selanjutnya.